Now we're going into Wednesday season 2 here. Wednesday season 2 follows her going back to Nevermore with her friend Enid. Enid's found her own group of people because now she's been finally able to wolf out. So she finds this like wolf
I understand like it's a werewolf, but I've seen so many cringy werewolf things. I grew up, my mother loved Twilight. That hearing them talk about going into alpha mode or anything like that, I'm just like, okay.
She ends up getting into this other pack and like splitting off from Wednesday. Wednesday becomes separated from her. One of the most annoying parts about this season, and I actually started enjoying season 2. It was I like season episodes like 1 through 3 or 1 and 2 parts of 3. I was really liking the show. Again, like I was really starting to get into it. Then this character comes in.
Is it the character I think you're talking about?
Yes it is.
Oh my God.
This annoying character, and I don't even remember her name. I didn't even write it down.
Is it Agnes?
Agnes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So Agnes in season 2 is this new girl. She is the most annoying motherfucker. I'm sorry. Like I don't
hate her.
And it's not like, I get it. We're supposed to not like her, but she is so annoying to a point where
what do you mean? We're supposed to like her.
No, but she's written to be an annoying character, just like Joffrey in Game of Thrones is written to be an annoying character at the beginning.
I don't think so, because Joffrey was meant to be a hated person.
She's a stalker, and she's supposed to be not liked.
No, they want us to like her because they kept
eventually. That's what I'm saying. They do want us to like her eventually, but in the beginning, she's supposed to be this annoying thing, and then there's this character arc that she eventually becomes.
Well, no, that's what they've been planning the whole time, is for us to like her, though, because it's not like they.
Yes, but in the beginning, we're supposed to not like her and then develop that likeness for her. But the fact is that she is so annoying and
it's
creepy.
not to stalk people.
She's
Don't
creepy,
people.
and it's played off as this joke in the show that she's just this stalker, and it's kind of funny that it's like it's supposed to be funny that she's a stalker and she's stalking them and she's watching Enid and her boyfriend have sex, and she's watching
about to have sex, but you know what I mean. She was going to. She was going.
Yeah, and like
I would say I'm not defending her. I was
Yeah, she is. Like
a weirdo,
and they just forgive her and move on. And like, yeah, she's helpful to the plot later. She becomes helpful to the plot. She ends up splitting off and not being a stalker to Wednesday at the end. You know,
I know it's kind of like, because I'm trying to think like we said this stuff, but then like they try to like Wednesday literally like tried to murder people and had glee over it. So that's what I'm trying to think. I'm like, are they trying to go for a tone like where obviously stuff that they do in the show is not right, but people just don't care. It's like laughed off, but like. They add this part where we're supposed to feel like sympathy for her.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If it was just kind of like played off and people moved on.
There's this part where she's like, "Oh, you don't want me to stalk you? Oh, I'm sad now." And then she leaves. And then we go follow her into a therapist group.
Which, by the way, that group was not for her. She goes into this focus group. Thing went into this focus group where it's just for body parts, which is really funny to me. I liked that. And then this fucker comes in and ruins it. Like, I need to imagine there's like a group for like women who are sitting together, and like and the guy comes in, he's like, "Can I talk about my problems?"
My whole thing is if this character was a guy.
I said this.
Yes.
I said this.
If this character was a guy, this story would have went a different direction, and he wouldn't have been able to just be allowed to just be around anymore. Like, she is creepy. She should be punished for what she did. She should not be happy and forgiven and become a friend. Like, I'm sorry. She was creepy. She's annoying, and she should be gone. That's it. That's the message they should send. They made her too creepy, too unlikable, to the point where it was like, I cannot feel sorry for you. You can make her be this person who envies Wednesday and like loves Wednesday. She should have turned
evil and worked with a villain or something.
She did. Well, she was evil at start. She was like...
She wasn't evil. She was trying to make Wednesday like her.
Yeah, she was just an antagonist.
She literally tried to spear her friend to death. And I understand Wednesday, like, just using her. Like,
yeah, she made this, like, death trap with Enid, too.
Which, by the way, right. Wednesday could have totally saved them so easily. It's so annoying. She, like, goes down and does, like, this complicated puzzle. There is a whole empty space that she was walking in that wasn't under the sword. She just could have, like, dragged them.
Yeah.
Like, and there's swords in the way, but just pick up the swords.
I mean, I can't blame the actress because probably the director is telling her, or whoever's telling her, you need to be as annoying as possible and giving her this high-pitched
It's not
voice.
her. She's...
I know.
Yeah, it's definitely not her.
I know, but like it's just so aggravating. I can't stand her character, and I know I'm not supposed to, but I can't even stand her the fact that there was a character arc because they made her too bad, too annoying to be able to even have a character arc. It was gross, it was stupid, and I'm disappointed.
And you defended Frankenstein.
He didn't even have a character arc yet. He got shot.
That's the thing. That's why James Gunn did it right. There was no fucking sympathy. There was no anything. Like, that's why I like from Creature Commandos. He was a stalker character.
Mm-hmm.
He was a loser. And it ended with the last line being said to him is, like, basically, fuck off, you stalker. And then just left him there. Like,
Yeah.
that stalker characters, there should be no, oh, I feel so bad for him. They just want to be liked.
Yeah,
Like, I don't care what sad backstory you have. You don't
Yeah.
stalk someone. You don't get
Yeah.
to be besties. And she has this moment of like, oh, you're right, I shouldn't stalk them.
Yeah.
It just changes and it's all
It's just
forgiven.
pathetic. It's just stupid
Enid
character
forgives
writing.
her.
It's just annoying writing. Like, it's not interesting. This stuff isn't interesting anymore as a writing technique. Like, it's old. It's just that's the big thing. It's just old.
It felt like if she was a boy character, it would have been like some, because there are creepy stalker boy characters from like older shows. And like they're always annoying and around, and like the girl character just keeps him around for some reason. And then one episode she's really mean to him, and everyone's like, "Why would you be so mean to him?"
Yeah, that's what's happened
Yeah.
in Big Bang Theory. with
Yeah,
Howard.
and everyone's like, "Why would you ever say that to him?" And he's so sad and mopey, and the girl's like, "It's okay."
Yeah.
And then she immediately is a stalker to her afterwards. Still, like, and that's what happened with this girl, and it just reminded me of that annoying writing.
So anyway, other than her, we have new characters. The new principal who comes in, played by Steve Buscemi, I think.
Wasted potential.
Wasted potential as well. I feel like, but I think he was okay for what he needed to do.
I just don't understand why he was
And
there. There was so many different plots in season 2.
There was, I think
Too much going on.
season two was so overstuffed with stuff, but at the same time, there was still points where I was getting bored, and I'm like, how is this happening? Because there's so many plot lines, and they feel underdeveloped, but somehow overdeveloped because you have spent hour-long episodes on them, and I still don't feel anything. Like, but at the same time, like this morning song stuff with the cult, it moves so quickly, and it's so
It's
underdeveloped.
talked about for like 10 minutes in the entirety of the show, and then it's like there's this huge scene for it.
I think it could have been so interesting, but it's just left to be nothing. And there's so many missed opportunities in season 2 with story beats and everything. Basically, what's good about season 2 is it involves the family more. The family is in every single episode. They're a main part of the season. Pugsley is at the school now. Morticia is she's become like part of the school as like a board member almost, or something kind of like that. And then, Gomez is there with her. Thing is more, Thing has
there's,
a
like,
more
some personality
connected
there.
into the plot.
Was this
one.
was this a season where like he was getting pissed off not being treated like a person? Was that this season or that thing? Was that this season or last season?
I think that was last season.
Oh, okay.
Grandma comes in this season too. She's
Seeing what Grandma was in the original was very interesting.
that also changed, definitely. Yeah. So the grandma character was okay. I mean, she was there. She was just there to be like a money thing, plot
She's
device.
just there to also be like add more drama between her
and Wednesday and her mom.
Yeah,
and
Wednesday and her mom. I don't know why there needs to be fucking drama between them.
I think the main focuses of this season is Wednesday and her mom and the family dynamic, and then also this it somehow morphs back into being the story about Tyler again and his mom, and then
they
his
were
uncle.
trying to tease romance between them too, by the way. Did you notice that?
I think they're teasing it because that's going to happen in season 3 probably. They're going to start working together.
Attempted murderer.
He's going to turn good. So I don't know. I mean, season 2, I enjoyed it more. I enjoyed it. I don't know. I enjoyed it. Parts of it. I enjoyed it enough, but it still has a lot of the same writing issues. I do think it's overpacked with stuff. Things are underdeveloped. I don't even know. like how to say it though, because there's so much stuff. Slurp is this zombie that Pugsley ends up bringing back to life. This thing is so interesting that he has this connection to the zombie, and Slurp is gaining back his life, and we are learning about him. He ends up becoming human, and then it ends up being Thing is his hand. But then
oh my god! Don't even get me fucking started. But then it's just, I hated that.
So Thing being.
I thought that was.
So what do you think about that?
Okay, so
Thing ends up being, spoiler alert, Thing ends up being Slurp's hand, this Isaac Knight's hand, and they do this thing where they rearrange Knight's name into Thing. But to me, did they really?
They didn't even need to do that. We could just figure it out by ourselves. Do we really?
But when Morticia and Gomez named him Thing, did they really think, his last name was Knight?
Yeah, let's rearrange the letters.
Let's rearrange the letters of Knight and make it Thing.
I'm just thinking about, sometimes I think about shows and TV, if it was adapted into a book, would I just throw it at the wall because it's so stupid? It reminded me, I'm sorry I had to agree with Chewie, it reminded me of just bad fan fiction sometimes, the way it was written. It reminded me of a young... I wrote a lot of fan fiction when I was younger, and I read a lot of fan fiction when I was younger, and I still sometimes read fan fiction, okay? Because some fan fiction's really good. AO3. But I just thought it was so dumb. It was not needed. I liked that, the idea of the Thing just being this mysterious, weird thing. And in the first season, it sounded like none of the family knew, what he was, which I don't know what Tim Burton wants to do. He wanted to make this loving family, which after watching the movie, they all really care about each other, into this family that keeps secrets and keeps getting pissed off with each other, and they're rude to each. Wednesday's really rude to her parents, and which there's I guess she could be going through the teenage phase, but in the movie you see they really care about each other, and they like each other. I don't know. It just.
I actually don't mind them giving Thing the backstory. I don't mind it.
I think it's dumb. I
actually don't mind it.
Because it just comes from this why. And then also they
I understand. I get your opinion of wanting to keep it a secret, and I can see that. And I like in stories when they do that. So I would have been fine if they kept it a secret, but honestly I'm not very upset with them revealing it. It didn't bother me, but I can understand why.
It didn't bother you, Fester?
It did not bother me. Anyway, we also have...
My thing sideways again.
It's all right. So for the first part of the season is following these ravens, these killer ravens who are killing people. And I still don't really even understand all this. Why all this happened? I just don't.
I know why it happened. There was this evil scientist who was locked, who went to this fucking ward, and then his daughter was there, and they did experiments on outcasts to try and give their powers to normies. And then he experimented on this woman who was the raven person watching everybody, the crow person. I was you don't have no idea how disappointed I was when they revealed this character. I was like, who the fuck is this? It's just some random...
This is one of the dumbest plot twists.
You had this huge buildup to be the scary murderer. Some of the scenes with the crows, how they murdered was kind of freaky. Probably the scariest... it wasn't I wasn't shiver me timbers or anything, but... There's this scene where the father, who we saw this entire season, a whole character, she goes into his home and his eyes are plucked out. Mm-hmm. He's been his face been torn to pieces. A bunch of crows fly out from his body.
Yeah, it's really interesting in the beginning of the season, and then they just throw it all away and they just say it's this one doctor, and then she gets killed.
Yeah.
By Tyler, who is the uninteresting part from season 1. So basically, everything I was enjoying about season 2 was that it was throwing away most of the stuff from season 1. And then all of a sudden, the villain comes back. Both the villains come back from season 1. They team up. They break out of jail. And then they kill the villain. Well, I didn't like... When they revealed the new villain, I didn't like her because it was stupid. It was such a boring choice of a villain. But either way, she gets killed right after and replaced with the season 1 boring
she's
villains.
A really lame person too.
So it was boring all the way around. The villains in this show really pissed me off. Honestly, the best villain, I think, I do think Slurp kind of had something there, but it still doesn't make any sense because it's just such a boring villain.
He's so one-dimensional. I would have been more interesting if he did
I'm just saying that I like the idea that he came from a zombie. He was built up that whole season. He was Thing's hand or whatever.
I think that would have been cool if there was some thing there, but even it's so shallow. What if he actually didn't really want to hurt Pugsley. Like, what if there was some, like, he did bring him back?
There was nothing about him and Pugsley's relationship that came back later on. And then he ends up being...
I know it's, like, insulting being a zombie and being fucking tied up and fed or whatever. Like, that is insulting. But he did bring him back from the dead.
And his whole motivation is, I was going to kill you back then. And then you...
fucking motivation.
Yeah,
So
that's the whole
stupid.
thing. Like, I like the premise of his character. But when they did that motivation of him... I tried to kill you back a long time ago. Your wife chopped my hand off
To stop you from being, like,
and then I
killed.
died, and then you buried me in the grave that I made for you. And now I'm mad at you, and I'm going to kill your son and kill all of you again because you killed me after I tried to kill you.
Specific line he says. He's like, you need to, like, have consequences for, like, your actions or something. And he's like, what do you mean consequences?
It's just so stupid.
And then he's also like, you killed the only person I cared about. No, they didn't. What are you talking about? They started fighting and they went to the roof and then she died. Which, by the way, his sister is Tyler's mother and they fight. And technically it's their fault because they tried to stop their son and brother from dying. It's just dumb. Like, I know there are people like that in the real world that, like, do these awful things and blame it on other people, but there's just nothing emotionally, like, there's nothing interesting. He doesn't feel like a real person. It feels like a dumb, stupid... And then they even have this line that just pissed me off because I was already annoyed, where Wednesday is, like, looking at this thing that's cliche, and she said, oh, evil villain in cliche song. And I was like, so many writers do this. Just because you point out your writing is cliche and stereotypical does not mean your writing is suddenly fixed from being cliche and stereotypical.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's not how it works. I hate it when writers do that.
Yeah, this season was annoying too in so many ways. But I really liked the body switch episode.
That was fun.
That was fun.
You get to see their acting skills.
Yeah,
more.
seeing Emma Myers and Jenna Ortega, they switch bodies basically in this episode. They do this whole episode. It is really, really cool. It's kind of separated from the rest of the story, so maybe that's, I don't know, it's kind of like its own little thing, just resolving their friendship stuff, which, by the way, their friendship throughout the whole second season is basically tangled up just because Wednesday won't tell her this one little thing that she had this premonition that she was going to die.
Which kind of fits her character because we do learn she kind of is a horrible friend, though, too.
Yeah, it fits it, but then it goes on just so long. And
but also, it's annoying because I hate stories that are just like, just tell her, because when she learns, she is fine.
Right.
She's completely fine. And I know it, like, she does something so mean. That's, like, really mean. She's writing in her story, and she writes her friend as, like, I know she's mean. I know that's, but I just felt like there was, like, development to where, like, I don't know, I just feel dumb complaining about it because, like, she is also awful to her mother and her father and her brother. But that's, like, all Enid has been doing is just trying to be, like, a good friend. And I don't know, I think it would be better if both the conflict went both ways and it wasn't just one-sided with Wednesday. I feel like if Enid did more that was also wrong, too, it would have been better, I think.
I don't know. Yeah, I really like that body switch episode. I think it was really interesting. It was probably one of the better episodes of the season or series, and it was one of the best dynamics is her and Enid. So it was a really good episode.
They should just get together. All the other romance is garbage in the show, besides the parents. They should get together, and I'm saying that because literally they have, like, the best chemistry. And I don't want to be. I'm not the type of person that's like, just because they're friends, they should be together or whatever. But, like, it's because all the other romance with, like, Wednesday is so bad. If you want Wednesday, like, romance in the show, there's your best relationship right there. It's cute. You got, like, the super goth girl, the super bubbly, colorful.
I don't think they should have been together, but I will say, I will say that all the other relationships they both pursued were just uninspired and boring.
That's what I'm saying. If they got together, it would have been the most interesting.
It would have been more interesting than anything else.
Exactly, is what I'm saying, yeah.
Anyway, we have, Tyler's mom, which there's just nothing really to it. I don't know. She wants to get rid of her hide, but then she doesn't because she's dying. So then they switch it to Tyler.
But if she did get rid of it, it would have made her not die, though.
But then they do it to Tyler.
But then he doesn't want that to happen.
But he doesn't want it. So then they went through all this trouble to do all this stuff just to fix Tyler.
But, like, is he gonna die?
But, like, the villain's whole motive was that he wanted to fix his sister, and now he's okay with her dying.
I guess that's just how much.
And now he just wants to fix his nephew,
He doesn't want to.
he doesn't like him.
No.
He doesn't like Tyler.
No,
So
he said you're the only one I cared about.
Yeah, he was like, I don't.
I guess he did that because.
What I'm saying is
no,
literally.
he did that because that's what she wanted.
The motives just doesn't connect.
I'm guessing what happened is that she was too close to death for her to be better or something. But they never explained like why. Oh, hold on. Pause here. TikTok. Okay. Why is it when Enid turns into Alpha or whatever? Why does that mean that all the other werewolves that have the brains in them, like they're there? Why do they suddenly want to kill the alpha wolf? I'm serious. The teacher sat down and said, when you become an alpha werewolf, that means all the other wolves are going to try and kill you now.
I'm assuming it's because she said it was a policing thing. So, like, the werewolves don't want one werewolf completely as a werewolf at all times.
Why? She's still there, too. I'm saying, like, when Wednesday turns into alpha mode or whatever.
All I'll say is she said it was a policing thing. That's all she said.
But that's crazy because, like, that's still somebody in there. They should have explained it, like, when you turn alpha, like, your mind goes. Mm-hmm. And, like, maybe if they wanted to do more, maybe werewolves do it to, like, save her, basically, from living this tortured life. But they don't. They say it's policing. Like, they just want to, like, thin out the crowd or something. Mm-hmm. It's weird. It's dumb reasoning. Yeah. It's so stupid. But
this season has more family in it, more of the family in it, and that's what makes this season a lot better than the first. I feel like Pugsley's a little weirdo, and I love him.
He's a little weirdo, yeah.
Wednesday is good. You know, Morticia's good. Gomez is really funny again. You know, I mean, there's just so many good moments in the thing, and the grandma is good for what she needed to be, but it is hurt by after seeing the movie because she has a lot funnier in the movie.
I knew that the grandma looked like an old hag in the original, so when I saw this, I'm like, oh my god, they made the grandma sexy! They made sexy grandma!
Let me think. Fester does show up again. He has a longer appearance in this show.
Everything with Fester was great.
This season, Fester had a really good episode, and that was probably the best episode of this series, I feel like.
He finds this lunch lady and they just have like
Fester is so good. And when they bring out all his IDs and they
27 IDs.
Fester Fiesta. Like, he has like just a sombrero on, or he just has a mustache.
I was saying, no, it's racist. And I was like, oh well, never mind. I guess they're Mexican, I think.
I don't know. So no, it was good.
No, I love that scene.
Fester is the best part of Wednesday.
When he takes
everything else is kind of mid.
When he takes that woman to the closet and like he just uses her, like he thinks it's Lois, which is the woman or whatever he's looking for, and it says Luis, and he's like, and he just starts having sex with her in the closet, and then later he's like, you are the best woman I ever like used, and he's like, my love.
Honestly, Fester and Wednesday are the best parts of the show, and I am so happy because season 2 ended off with Fester and Wednesday going off together. So maybe season 3 will include him more as like a Wednesday and him adventure, maybe for parts of it. I think that's one of the strongest relationships in this show, one of the strongest things that get me hooked into the show, seeing her and Fester. So I think that's the way to go.
It's a little upsetting because I know there's some people that really love the Addams like family. I didn't grow up with it at all. And then they hear like they're getting a TV show. And you're like, whoa. And to me, this reality is like nothing because Tim Burton does that. He takes these worlds and he just makes them so different from like their original source. He Tim Burton-ifies it or whatever. Like he's like, let's make this world different and unique. He did it with Alice in Wonderland. He did it with Tim Burton, he did it with Willy Wonka. He did it with Dumbo. It's like he just takes these franchises and he's like, let's make them weird. Let's make them a little wacky. Let's make it dark and scary and creepy, but it's not dark and scary and creepy. I don't know. I'm upset. I grew up with a lot of Tim Burton's older movies. I like Edward Scissorhands, Corpse Bride was kind of the Big Fish, whatever. I think it's called Big Fish. You know what movie I'm talking about? The guy like is slowly dying. He turns into like a big fish at the end. One of his best movies. I think you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's pretty much it for season 2. I mean, so season 2 versus season 1 of Wednesday. Which one was better? I feel like season 2 was better.
Yeah, season 2.
I've seen both online. People didn't like season 2 and they liked season 1. They felt like season 2 lost the spirit of season 1. I don't know. I feel like season 2 was
I think season 2 had way better.
everything that I didn't like about season 1. It was better in season 2.
I think season 1, the thing in season 1 is that it's all kind of just like it's all the same feeling, that it's all consistent through the entire show. Like, it's a lot more one plot. But I feel like there's more better moments in season 2, like bigger better moments, like Uncle Fester and like having the family there and having all these little moments, like eating together and stuff, like being a family more.
When the show is funny, it's funny.
Oh, yeah.
When it's actually funny, but like it's not funny all the time, and it's labeled as a comedy series, but it's not. Like,
It's labeled as a comedy?
Yeah, it's labeled as a comedy, and I just don't feel like it is.
That's because the Addams Family was supposedly what it really was. It was supposed to be a spin-off of like the average like sitcom. Like,
I mean, the movie is funny, really funny.
God.
And when this show does funny things like the movie does, like where they just like put each other in an electric chair for no reason, or they're eating rats, and like
Fester,
that
like,
stuff is funny.
When they brought up Fester, everything with Fester felt like the comedy that was in this movie.
Yeah, like
the ridiculousness.
Well, there's
of it.
points in the show that they all have that type of comedy, but then it's just lost with this whole school dynamic, and unfortunately, I just feel like the Addams Family is the best part, and it's lost in the first season, like almost completely. But in season 2, it's there. But I do think the writing, just with other stuff without the Addams Family, is just rough in season 2, and I think that's what brings it down. Still, it's overstuffed, but it's also somehow empty, and it's also too long. But also, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I would say season 2 is better, but
I can see people who grew up with Addams Family stuff like really hating this show.
I could definitely see that, and this is justifiable. Like, there is some new things that's reboots, and I'm like, you're being too hard on it. Like, you're just blinded by nostalgia, like Star Wars. I think a lot of Star Wars stuff that comes out, people are just, there is some bad Star Wars stuff, but some people would just want to hate because it's new and it's not the originals.
Yeah, some people don't like change.
But there is some really genuine attempts at new Star Wars stuff that have gotten thrown away because people were
Uncle
just
Fester's going to go
bitches.
into Star Wars rant.
Yeah, but I don't know. But this show, I can definitely understand why people are like, this is not like the original at all. And I'm like, I agree. It's very different. It definitely twists that feel.
It doesn't have, because apparently I looked it up real quick. It's like this show was meant to be.
Did you finish your masterpiece?
Yeah.
Okay.
This like Addams Family is supposed to be like a playoff, like, because like think about the comics and art back in the day with like, it was like the classic 50s, like you got the boy, the girl, the young with like the blonde mother in the kitchen, and like it was like this so stereotypical family content stuff back in the day. And then Addams Family comes in, and it's like you got the boy and the girl and the mother and the father, you got the grandma and you got the uncle, and it's like all these, and it just does this like all these interesting twists while still being really funny. And I bet if you had a show with the same kind of jokes over and over again, it would get a little repetitive after a while of like, oh my god, that's so shocking. But like in more short form content, well, did Fester just come back? Oh god,
I'm doing thumbnails.
Oh, well, I was talking and you interrupted me with your. I'm done my analysis now, I guess. Anyways, moving on. Do we want to rank the characters?
Are we doing that right now?
Here's my thumbnail face. Ready? Okay. With my really lopsided.
So we can.
Okay. I'm trying to keep my feet out of shot.
Are we ranking like? Wait, are we just? I don't have this planned out though. Like, who do you want to put in this bracket?
Let's do just like the more main characters of season.
And we're doing what's our favorite?
Yeah, like who we think is better. Like we'll pin two characters together, kind of like with who's the hottest, except instead of hottest because they're all teenagers. We'll just do like who's more likable. I mean, I know who's going to be the winner, obviously, but I kind of wanted to show like what characters are better than others, you know. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Dun, 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 dun.
Let's see here.
Dun, 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 dun. That's not the Addams Family song. The creepy and the kooky, the scary and the zoogie, bazoogie, the stooky, The Addams Family. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. No, that they were supposed to snap. Do 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 do. Good job.
Okay.
Participation. You ready?
Yeah, we can do it.
Okay.
I think.
We don't gotta go super deep into characters. All right. Fire
All
them
right,
off.
let's
My tap's
do
about to die, so I can't.
Wednesday versus Crackstone.
The colonizer, or okay, I'll go Wednesday.
Right. What character's better, Wednesday or Joseph Crackstone?
The colonizer or the heroine? I said heroine. How do you say that? Heroine.
Wednesday's better. We gotta go quicker.
yeah,
We
Wednesday's
got a lot of characters. Who's better, Uncle Fester or Tyler?
Here, no, be like really like intimidating with it, because like.
Who's better, Uncle Fester or Tyler Galpin?
What if I said something else besides Uncle Fester?
You better say Uncle Fester.
Okay, Uncle Fester.
Okay. We have the Thing versus Slurp.
Do we remember what Slurp's original name is?
Isaac Knight.
Okay. Good, glad you remember that. What'd you say it was?
The Thing versus Slurp.
Thing.
All right. Thornhill versus Gomez.
Who's Thornhill?
The teacher from the first one that died. Or the
Gomez.
the villain.
Gomez.
Okay. Oh, we don't have an even amount here. Hold on.
Fuck! No! Add one more character. Did you add Agnes, the creepy stalker?
Okay, Agnes. Agnes versus Enid.
Enid. I hate that Agnes. I don't want to call her bitch because she's
Pugsley
young.
versus Morticia.
Who's Morticia again? Oh,
The
yeah.
mom.
Oh, yeah, the mom. Sorry. I knew immediately.
My sister-in-law.
Morticia. Your mother!
Your mother.
Morticia.
Your mother's
I know who it is.
Morticia.
I think because he said Tish over and over again, I kept forgetting.
She has a chocolate shake, a cookie chocolate shake at Burger King.
Not anymore.
Morticia
I
over
love
Pugsley.
slurping up her shake.
I love Pugsley though. He's a nice little nephew. He's a creepy little feller.
You love that, don't you?
Anyway. Fester, Uncle Fester, or Gomez?
You just start threatening my life, like, with every time.
Come on.
Fester, sorry.
The Thing versus Enid.
Thing. Sorry, Enid.
Wednesday versus Morticia.
Ooh. Maybe Morticia. I love that woman.
Morticia over Wednesday.
I'm sorry, Morticia. She's so beautiful, and I just love her voice, and she's kind of like a badass.
Yes, I kind of diverge with you right here, though. I do like my niece more than Morticia in this scenario, but okay.
You do like me more?
Thing versus Morticia.
Thing.
I agree. And if it was Thing versus Wednesday, I would have picked Thing. So
Okay.
we're down to the same thing now. Last on the tournament.
Oh my god.
Who's the better character?
Oh my god. I'm shocked. What is it going to be?
Thing versus Uncle Fester.
Oh, wow. I'm so shocked we've gotten to this point.
Who is it?
Thing.
Is it Uncle? Uncle. You're seriously saying that hand is better than me?
Yes.
I am the best uncle.
You need to calm down, Uncle Fester.
Ah!
You do that when you're about to hurt somebody. Fester, please. You just jump out at me like, we'll cut away or something.
Also, Uncle Fester always disappears so quickly.
he teleports, dude.
He's just like...
Here, you should add a...
I love when he leaves the prison and they're like, they're missing those 3 people and they're like, we think those 2 are maybe somewhere around here. Fester, we believe, is out of the country already. That's what they said. They're like, we believe he's already left the United States. Like,
Didn't he like go through dimensions? Didn't they say that he could? Be,
I don't
like,
know.
another
I don't
dimension?
know.
Hey, hold on. You should do a shot where you're like about to like jump out at me, like just for like the end of the TikTok, the thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I pick Fester though.
Okay.
I pick Uncle Fester.
Okay.
Uncle Fester's the best character. Anyway,
I wouldn't think you would think that.
it's time for Fester's big fucking board.
Yay.
Today we're ranking Wednesday,
Your
and
belief fills me with dread.
we have 2 new boards today.
I'm feeling bored already.
Thanks to Wednesday Adams, she has made me 2 new boards today. Come on.
Seeing you struggle fills me with joy.
Wednesday season 1 is our first ranking. I'm not a huge fan of Wednesday season 1.
Well, I feel the same way.
I don't like it that much. I think I'm the best part of that show. And my niece is a really good part of that season as well.
Oh, thank you.
I really love my family in that season, but everything else, all those stupid little kids, all those stupid little teenagers,
Hey,
they're little hoodlums. They're all annoying. They're all little drama kids.
Hey, and queens. Mostly kings, though. Wow.
Mid D tier.
Damn.
Because I don't even think it's high D tier.
It went down after watching The Addams Family, too.
To be honest, it would be an F if it wasn't for my family and my niece's performance in the first season.
That's me.
Yep.
Here you go.
Now it's time to rank. Come on! You're gonna rip my thing. Now it's time to rank Wednesday season 2. I like season 2 more than season 1. It has more of my family in it. I think it still has a lot of issues. I think it still has a lot of writing issues. It's not as good as I wanted it to be. It's overstuffed, overfilled, but also somehow underdeveloped, but it's also too long, but it's also not long enough.
Critic, Miss Uncle Fester.
Well, I'm just a movie critic.
TV show.
Yeah, TV show, I'm sorry. I do think, though, even with all of its good parts, it gets brought down by the amount of negatives and the amount of things I get annoyed at. It's going in mid-C tiers.
So I just like it when you move your head, your ball cap scrunches up.
So I do like it. I think it's enjoyable, but I honestly would put it in B tier or A tier if it wasn't for so many annoying writing issues. But those writing issues bring it down to C.
My eye keeps twitching. It looks like I'm really...
So yeah, that's my ranking for the seasons here.
Okay. All right, and now
it's time for my other big fucking board. Fester's big fucking board. So today we're ranking on this board is TV series as a total, as a whole. Today we're ranking Wednesday as a whole series.
There you go.
Where's the tape at?
Oh.
You didn't give me the tape.
I didn't do it on purpose.
That's upside down.
Oops.
Wednesday on my big fucking board as a whole series, seasons 1 and 2 together. I do have to meet in the middle somewhere, but I will not be as harsh to throw it in D tier. I don't think it deserves to be in D tier as a whole show. I think season 2 did help it bring it up a little bit. I enjoyed season 2 enough. So I am going to put it in C tier, but it's in my low C tiers. It was okay, but not impressed, and very overrated.
I agree.
Best part was my family
Yeah.
in the show.
Also, I just want to compliment your makeup today. You look beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you.